Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, students.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Good
Miss.
afternoon, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine,
I'm
Miss.
fine, Miss. How about
I'm
you?
fine too. I'm fine too. Thank you. Glad to see you guys again in this third meeting. Then, before we start our meeting today, let's pray together. Pray begin. Finish. Okay, let me check the attendance list. Devi Anastasia,
Present, Miss.
Salsadila Mercuriza,
Present, Miss.
Sa'da Kamalia,
Present, Miss.
Tea Raditya,
Present, Miss.
Kamila Rizka,
Present, Miss.
Nanda Noveria.
Present, Miss.
Where is Iyas?
I think she is sick, Miss.
Okay, so Iyas is sick and absent today. Okay, guys, are you ready to learn today?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss, I'm ready.
Great. So before we start, I will give you a video about what we want to learn in this meeting. I hope you all watching and listen it carefully. But before that, I want to ask you some questions. Please answer it. Okay. So, student, do you often read article in explanation text in your spare time?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss, I read.
Yes.
What topic do you ever read?
I ever read about
I ever read about technology.
Okay, great. Do you guys know what topic is happening right now? Tell me a phenomena that is hotly discussed nowadays.
Maybe about social crime, Miss.
Good. Others?
just happened before a couple hours ago. There's a kapal tenggelam, Miss, di NTT barusan
Oh,
today.
great. How about others?
About technology?
Great, Chacha and Devi and Nanda. You seem really like about technology then. So we will learn about technology later, but now we are learning about something that is close to what Nanda said before and Nanda has mentioned before, namely social crime. So for more information, let's watch the video first, okay?
People can learn a thing or two from dogs. Big dogs, little dogs, fuzzy dogs, dogs with floppy ears. Others with straight ones all run and play together, regardless of what the other dog looks like. When we treat others differently because they look different or wear different clothes, go to a different church or school, we call this discrimination. The United Nations Declaration of Human Rights states that all people should enjoy freedom from discrimination. How can we avoid discrimination and help others do the same? Here are some ideas. First, we need to remember how much we all have in common. We're more alike than we're different. Second, we should go out of our way to include others, especially someone new, in all our activities. Third, what if it were you that was treated unfairly because of your clothes or your accent? We call this empathy. Finally, have the courage to stand up for someone others are picking on or bullying. We'll make the world a better place and maybe along the way, make some new friends. More ideas from the Geneva Office of Human Rights Education.
Nah, from that video, we all know what topic we will discuss about and learn about is explanation text related to the topic in the video, namely discrimination. Jadi, setelah pembelajaran hari ini selesai, diharapkan kalian dapat membedakan fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan beberapa teks explanation atau explanation teks lisan dan tulis dengan memberi dan meminta informasi terkait gejala alam atau sosial yang tercakup dalam mata pelajaran lain di kelas 11. Nah, karena kalian pun belajar tentang diskriminasi di pelajaran sosiologi mungkin. Nah, jadi kita akan belajar explanation text about discrimination dengan konteks penggunaannya. Students, I will explain the explanation text. Please take a look carefully. Is it seen?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
I will explain about explanation text. What is explanation text? The explanation text is a text that is used to explain the way process something happens, especially those related to natural phenomena, the scientific world, or the socio-cultural world. The goal is to tell the reader or listener how something happened. An explanation text usually comes from the author's question regarding why and how to an exciting phenomenon. So the purpose of explanation text to explain the process that occur in ordering something or activities related to natural, social, scientific, cultural, and other phenomena that aim to explain why and how this happens. So there are 4 language characteristics about explanation text. The first one is non-phrase, for example, blue color in the sky, the roast beans, a brief sound, and others. And second is action verb, for example, produce, enters, move, and so on. The third is simple present tense, because it explains the facts. The tense used is the present tense. So the last is passive voice. Passive voice is used when the explanation focuses on the process or action. For example, is produced, are fermented, is reflect, and so on. So there are 2 generic structure according to explanation text. The first one is general statement. This section states what phenomena will be described, and the second is sequence explanation. This section describes a series of process from an event. So that's all about explanation text. So student, do you have any question according to my explanation?
Not yet,
Not
Miss.
yet, Miss.
Update,
I
Miss.
think it's clear.
Okay, if there are no one asked, I will ask you to read the example of explanation text entitled discrimination. Maybe for the first paragraph, I will ask to Camila for it.
Yes, Miss. A simplified description of discrimination acts. Definition of discrimination is when a person is treated disfavorably or when a person's dignity is violated. The disfavorable treatment or the violation of the person's dignity must have a connection to one of the 7 grounds of discrimination. Discrimination can be direct or indirect. Inadequate accessibility, harassment, sexual harassment, and instruction to discriminate are also forms of discrimination.
Good,
That's it,
Camila.
Miss.
The second paragraph, Devi, may you?
Okay, Miss. The concept of discrimination can, in a broad sense, include events or change of events that a person has experienced, as for instance, insulting, unfair, racist, unjust, unequal, and so on. However, there are more often differences between the legal definitions of discriminations and what people may experience as discriminatory. Here we describe how the discrimination acts define discrimination as well as the central concepts that are connected to the definition in the law.
Okay, good, Devi. The next one is Leah.
All right, Miss. Laws are in place to protect people from discrimination in housing and employment. The Fair Housing Act prohibits discrimination in the sale, rental, and financing of dwellings on the basis of race, color, national origin, religion, sex, familial status, and disability. The Civil Rights Act, the Anti-Discrimination in Employment Act, and the Americans with Disabilities Act prohibit discrimination in employment on the basis of race, color, sex, ethnic origin, age, and disabilities.
Okay, great, Leah. The last, Chacha.
Yes, Miss. Unfortunately, discrimination still occurs. According to Stress in America survey results, issues related to employment are the most commonly reported experiences of major discrimination across ethnic groups. If you have questions about policies or concern about discrimination in your workplace, the Human Resource Department is often a good place to start. To learn more about discrimination in housing employment or to file a complaint.
Good job, Chacha. Good job, students. So, Camila, what paragraph consists of general statement from the explanation text that you have read? Why?
Mm, First paragraph, Miss, because it explains what discrimination is.
Great, Camila. Good job. Is it true, students, or anyone has another answer?
Same with Camila,
Same with
Miss.
Camilla, Miss.
Okay, next, Thea. What paragraph consists of sequence explanation from the explanation text that your friends have read?
Second to fourth paragraph is because I think it's contain example that corroborate that explanation of discrimination.
Amazing, Thea. Anyone has another answer?
No,
No,
Miss.
Miss. Same with the
Okay, all right. Is there any question then?
I want to ask Miss, why
Yes,
is
Nanda?
there my question is why is there no closing of explanation text, Miss?
Good question, Nanda. The closing section is optional or doesn't have to be in this text. The section may contain additional information or the author's opinion on the topic discussed.
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
How about others? Is there any question?
No, Miss. It's
No,
clear.
Thank
miss,
you.
clear enough,
So
clear
far, so
enough.
good, Miss.
Okay, all right, student. By the end of the question and answer section, I hope you can understand about the use of explanation text and like to read another article about explanation text. For your homework, I will share a text about the same topics and you should read and find 5 difficult words you read on the text. The deadline is in the next meeting. Understand, students?
Understand, Miss?
Understand
Got it,
me.
miss.
Okay, so what is explanation text?
May I, Miss?
Yes, Devi?
Explanation is a text which tells process relating to forming of natural, social, scientific, and cultural phenomena, explanation text is to say why and how of the forming of the phenomena.
Great. And what are generic structure of explanation text?
General
General
statement
statement,
and sequence explanation.
General statement and sequence explanation, Miss.
Good job. And the last mention the language characteristic of explanation text.
Noun phrase, action verbs,
Action verbs,
and
simple present
Why?
tense,
passive
and
voice.
passive voice, Miss.
Okay, good job. You are doing well today. All right. I think this is the end of our lesson today. Thank you for joining this meeting. Hope you all understand what we have learned today. Don't forget your homework. The deadline is the next meeting. Stay safe and stay healthy. Study hard, students. Goodbye. See you on the next meeting.
Thank you,
Thank
Miss.
Thank you,
you.
bye. Thank
Miss.
you,
Thank you,
Miss.
Miss.
Thank you.
Nice day.
Bye bye.
Bye.